Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to talk about, well, first of all, I just want to say that this video will not be structured. This is just random thoughts, and something that I just kind of want to speak about. But I was just thinking about, and sorry if you hear like loud noise in the back, that's my heater. Yeah, sorry. Let me see. I don't want this. Y'all can't hear me that well. That's what my speaker is, right? Yeah. But today I really wanted to touch on self-acceptance and struggling with authenticity. This is something that I'm really dealing with right now, and I know that I can't be the only person that's dealing with this. I just think that in this time, in this day and age, this society, this era that we are in, it's so hard, or it feels like, not for everybody, speaking for myself, but it feels like it's just so hard to be yourself, like, and maybe this is just a childhood trauma, I'm not sure. I definitely felt like this as a kid, but as I'm getting older, I just see that, we just want to be accepted so much. We want to fit in. We want people to like us. We want to feel like we belong. And we chase after these things, and people and money and careers and jobs and everything. And I feel like in most of my videos I'm talking about the same thing but just in different ways, but maybe that's just the season that I'm in my life. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just roll with it, because I feel like there has to be someone out there who can resonate with my message and who can deeply understand where I'm coming from. And maybe there's someone out there that just needs to hear this, but yeah, just to know that, maybe that's just to know that you're not the only person, like, I feel like it's really hard to be yourself right now. And like I said, maybe that's just what I'm experiencing, but it's almost just like, where the hell do you fit in, And I think maybe the issue is trying to fit anywhere, trying the need to belong anywhere. I think a lot of us struggle with where we are is because we're always chasing where we think we should be, or where we think we need to be, or some later future circumstance, oh, I'll feel better when, I have more friends, or if I have a job, or if I have all of these other things. But when will you stop running and just accept your now? And I feel like this is I think a lot of these things that we chase are just distractions. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are using these distractions to not deal with what we really need to be dealing with. And that's the fact that you don't accept yourself as you are. You don't, I don't know. You don't feel like you belong, like I have been experiencing a lot of anxiety lately. And sometimes when I feel really triggered, I see myself trying to chase after things. Oh, I need to start this, I need to plan this, I need to do this, I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? As a way to not feel that anxiety. And I know this video is all over the place, but just bear with me. And I watched a video today from this guy named Kyle Cease, and he was speaking about whenever you feel triggered, don't run to your distractions, Because if you run to those distractions, you're holding that trigger as true. And I resonated with that so much, because in a world full of distractions, we're constantly telling ourselves that we need more in order to feel good enough. We need more makeup to feel good enough. We need to have our hair a certain way to feel good enough. We need to dress a certain way to feel good enough. Until I have this certain relationship, or until I have this certain job, I cannot feel good enough. And I think that it just always comes back to self-acceptance, and really sitting with those anxieties, and really sitting with those triggers, and really sitting with those things that are painful to sit with, and dealing with those things, and finding yourself in those things. And it's a struggle, It's a struggle, because when all you know is fear and anxiety and distractions, and I should be going out, and I should be having more friends, and I should be making more money, and I should have this kind of job, it can be even that much more harder to accept where you are if you don't have those things. But I'm starting to see that all of these distractions, all of these things are really a stepping ground to create self-awareness, Because if you don't deal with those things that are keeping you from accepting yourself and loving yourself and truly being your most authentic self, they're just going to keep coming up. And that's another thing that he said in his video. They're going to keep coming up until you deal with them, And this just reminds me of my last video that I made about loving yourself unconditionally. I feel like none of us really truly know that love, or how to give ourselves that love, because we're always chasing something. We don't know what it means to love ourselves unconditionally. But I do think that it just starts with just doing more things that feel authentic to you, regardless of what people may say, what people may think, what people may, what opinions they may have. YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. And right now, I feel like I'm really truly being my true self, but let me be at work or around other people, or, in certain social settings, or whatever the case may be, I am not being myself. And that can be really hard to deal with, and it's even hard sometimes to say that to people, or to voice that and put that out there. But I think that it's not embarrassing. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And how else can you release and move past these things and detach from these things if you're constantly, in a place of worrying, you know what I'm saying? Or fearing, or in fear, or in anxiety. You have to find some kind of space where this is my freedom, you know what I'm saying? And speaking and giving advice and talking and things like that, that helps me to feel more free. So find things that make you feel more free, and do those things, and stop caring. Stop caring. As hard as that is, as hard as that has been for me, I feel like we really just have to get to that place. But yeah, self-acceptance is just so important. Being authentically you is so important. I'll probably make another video on this, but I was just thinking that all of the things that we don't like about ourselves, someone else or someone didn't like about us. Like, say you had an ex, or let's just say you had an ex or a friend or something like that, and you never felt like you could really truly be yourself with them, because you're like, oh, they're gonna judge me, or they're gonna do this, or they're gonna do that, or they did judge you and make you feel weird or uncomfortable or less than for who you truly were. There's people out there that will love all of those things about you, I promise. Like, there's some people in my life that, like, you know, I'll just talk to or whatever, and they're just like, you know, I may say something that I think is like weird, or, you know, that I do, or how I am, and they just love that. And I'm just like, you know, but to each his own, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. Not everyone is going to accept you, but there are going to be people who truly accept you and who truly see you for who you are. Period. And so don't not be you and miss out on the people who are really truly meant to be for you by not being your authentic self. And it's gonna take time, y'all. It's gonna take time. There's gonna be setbacks. There's gonna be moments where you like, who the fuck am I? You know, why did I say that? What am I doing? I literally just posted a video. I posted a video yesterday, and I turned around and deleted it because I was like, no. Like, I didn't like I just felt like I wasn't really truly being myself. I feel like I was trying to like speak about things that I saw other YouTubers speaking about, and in the way that they spoke about it, and it's like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Most of my videos are me just coming on here talking. And so I feel like that's maybe like what I need to do right now. So instead of trying to have this whole complete thought out video and this and that, and maybe one day I will get to that point. But right now, this is what feels authentic to me. And so, yeah, I just hope anybody that hears this just knows that, you know, God loves you unconditionally. There's nothing that you can do or cannot do that will make him love you any more or any less. And we owe it to ourselves to start being your true self, you know. Start doing things that you really like to do. Start acting and being in a way that is truly how you want to act and be, you know. Stop needing to fit this mold that society says that we need to fit in, because you're robbing yourself and other people of your most authentic version. You know, once you start truly tapping into who you truly are and what you really have to offer, I feel like it'll just change your life, you know, because there's so many gifts and opportunities and so much value that not only is waiting for you, but waiting for you to give other people. When you're walking in your truth, you know, even after, not saying that you have to do a certain project or start something big or anything, but sometimes like you just being you, truly you, can bless someone. This is something that I used to tell like someone that I used to be really close with. I used to tell him, you know, like, I just love just him being him. You know what I'm saying? Gave me so much value. Just seeing him completely being his most authentic self. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that he had to give me or, you know, tell me or, you know, preach to me. There's no project he had to start or advice he had to give me. Him just truly being his most authentic self was a blessing to me. And I feel like that's what I want to do for other people, and I know a lot of y'all probably want to do for other people as well. You know, sometimes you just being in your authentic being, that type of presence is a gift, because a lot of people are not operating at that level. A lot of people are not walking in their truth. So to see somebody else walking in their truth and in their authenticity can give them hope. You know what I'm saying? It can give them, I don't know, just hope. It can give them, you know, that can be their light at the end of the tunnel, that they can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really pretty much what I want to talk about today, is just, you know, go hard for yourself, man, because you deserve it. You deserve to be able to live your truest, most authentic life that you can. We didn't come on this earth to all be the same. You know, if we were all the same, then we would never need each other. That's something else I thought about. Like, if we all had the same gifts in this, because sometimes I'm like, dang, I wish I was like this, or I wish I was like that, or I wish I could do that. But if we were all the same, we really truly wouldn't need each other. You know, I honestly feel like everybody individually are just parts, and us all together makes up one big whole. Like, not a whole, but like, we're all parts of a whole, if that makes sense. You know, you can't do life alone. That's something you just can't. We need each other, and we need each other because we're different. You know, someone may be able, just like YouTube, for example, you know, when you get to the point, you know, YouTubers say, like, or just in life in general, you know, if you want someone to, like, help you out with things, like, there's some people who need therapists, and there's some people that are amazing therapists, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that, are amazing just at different things that we all need. And if we were all the same, then we wouldn't need those different parts. So value your gifts because they are needed in a way that you were only meant to be able to give. But I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but I love this video, and I like me just coming on here just talking, so I probably will have a lot more of these. I want to get like a mic set up, and I just ordered a ring light because I'm using this desk light. So I plan to get better with my setup and everything, y'all. But love yourselves, accept yourselves, you deserve it. God is with you always. You don't have to do life like anybody else. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all in my next video.